Odilo TV here, back with another stream for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that like, subscribe, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know Odilo keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, just let me know if you guys can hear me because I got in these headphones this morning. Because I read the guidelines. It said if you on an Android or something like that, you need to put in headphones. So, salute thinkers, think, salute. Bud don't stop Canelo. Salute. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, it's fucked up. Okay, let me take out these headphones. Hold on.
All right, do you guys hear me better? It's better now. Oh, is it better now, you guys? Man, this is fucked up. My laptop, bro. Let me know if it's better. Okay. All right, it's a lot better. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave it like this then. Yeah, you guys. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. Salute, salute. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate the playback gang. Appreciate everybody who be sending me cash apps. I appreciate all that stuff, man. But let's get into this, right? Because this is not gonna be funny in a minute, right? For Jaron Boots Ennis, it's not gonna be funny in a minute, right? Because I want people to understand that just look at who Cody Crawley is on the PBC, right? Like Cody Crawley doesn't bring in more money than Mario Barrios. Cody Crawley doesn't bring in more money than Stanionis, Keith Thurman, right? Ugas, none of these guys. He doesn't bring in no money like that. And he still pulled out of the fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. And we all know who made him pull out of that fight, right? Because right, I want y'all to go and look at the ranking systems. And you have to understand that Cody Crawley is in a position to pick up a belt without even fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. Right? So why should I fight Jaron Boots Ennis when I can just wait, right? Get half the money, right? Because this is what I think Al Heyman does, right? He pays these guys, to not fight. This is just my opinion, right? I could be totally wrong. Right? So he gives Cody Crawley half of the purse, right? Because it was only 300K, so he give him 150K, and he just tell him just to wait, right? Because Terrence Crawford is going up to 154, Earl Spence Jr., right? They're going up to 154. They're going to vacate the belts, and then you can fight for a belt in the WBO, right? Because isn't he like number 2 or something in the WBO? Yeah, like something like that. right? So you can fight for a belt in the WBO. You don't even have to worry about Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis can stay on that IBF island by himself, unless he wants to come over here and mess with me. This is Al Heyman thinking, right? It's all, it's all giggles right now, but when Jaron Ennis can't get no real fight, let's see if these PBC fanboys gonna have the same energy, right? Let's see if they're gonna have the same energy, man. Because, man, it's just like people, they not even thinking. Like Al Heyman doesn't need, like he doesn't need Steven Espinosa. What does Al Heyman need Steven Espinosa for now? What do, what does Al Heyman need Steven Espinosa for right now? This is like Steven Espinosa when he went to go and talk to BLK Prime, right? This is a similar situation. You don't got nowhere to go, Steven Espinosa. So why do I need you? I need your fighter. I don't need you. Right? I got Samson over here. I got Tom Brown. I got all these other guys over here. I don't need you. You don't have a platform no more. I was only using you because you had Showtime. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Right? I was only using you because you had the platform to put on fights for my fighters. You don't have a platform anymore, Steven Espinosa. You are no good to me. I have promoters, I have PR teams, I have all that. I have lawyers, I have all that. Like, what are you here for? Like, what? This is what people are not thinking about, right? So Bozy Ennis and Jaron Ennis, they better make a decision fast, right? You either gonna go to these other platforms and get you a guaranteed bag, right? You're not gonna fight the competition on the PBC or nothing like that, but at least you will get a guaranteed bag, right? Yeah, we're gonna be going through your resume and we're gonna be trashing you and all that and all that. But at least you will get a guaranteed bag and you will be getting some money. Right? Because if you don't sign to the man, like I don't know what people are looking at. Right? When Cody Crawley pulled out the fight on November 25th, that should have let everybody know what's going on. Right? It's already starting. It is already starting with Jaron Boots in this. It's already starting. Come on. Cody Crawley been out the ring for for a little bit of time, and he ain't made no real money like that. That 300K would have been real nice in his pocket. No, but Al Heyman is like, no, why fight him when you could just wait and you can get a title shot in the WBO? Now I got a fighter in the WBC. I got two fighters in the WBA, and I got a fighter in the WBO. Right. All on the PBC. And if y'all all get titles, then y'all all can fight each other all around Jaron Boots Ennis. Right? Y'all don't have to fight him. The only way he's going to get a fight from me, from Al Heyman, is if he comes over here to my platform and if he signs to me. And I just, put that, like that Boxing News 24 little article piece up, and it said Jaron Boots Ennis doesn't want to sign to the PBC. Right? Because the waters are murky or something like that. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know, bro. I don't know what type of leverage he think he have, but you don't have no leverage just because you have a belt. Oh man, like they got to come and fight me now. If they want this belt, then they got to come fight me now. Nobody was going after the IBF title. The IBF always got some shitty ass rankings. Let's just be honest. They do. They always got some crazy looking ranking systems. Right? Yeah. Like his career is looking kind of, man, his career about to get stagnated. Right? His career is about to get stagnated because you don't want to mess with the PBC. You seen what happened to Crawford when he didn't want to mess with the PBC. Crawford was fighting 2 times a year. Think about this. Crawford was fighting 2 times a year, sometimes 3 times a year. He was fighting back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Came up to 147, started calling out the PBC guys, and then start fighting once a year, chasing these guys around. I want y'all to think about that. Crawford was very active before he started messing with the PBC like that, before he started chasing around the PBC fighters. Right, but I also want y'all to understand that Terrence Bud Crawford had a big backing, right? He had people backing him up. He had ESPN funding, right? He had top rank funding. Jaron Ennis doesn't have none of that. He has the weasel, Steven Espinosa, who's coming out of his pocket. Because he doesn't have a Showtime budget anymore. Right? And then at the same time, Al Heyman doesn't need Steven Espinosa anymore. What do you bring? Nothing. Why do I got to go through you to get Boots? Boots not signed to you, Espinosa? Right? That's the same thing with BOK Prime. You feel what I'm saying? That Espinosa said to BOK Prime. Oh, well, Terrence Crawford, he not signed to you, so why do we need to do? Yeah. It's the same thing. Boots is not signed to you, Steven Espinosa. So Al Heyman, he could go and talk to Boots. He don't have to mess with you. You're not his promoter because you don't promote him. We promote Boots. Right? YSM Media promote Boots. You don't promote Boots, Steven Espinosa. You don't promote him. You're not his manager because that's Cameron Duncan. You're not a trainer because that's Bozy, his daddy. You're not the mint man because that's the other guy. You're not a cut guy. Who are you? Everybody on the PBC had an excuse not to fight Bud. Oh, yeah, everybody had an excuse not to fight Bud. As soon as Crawford came up to 147, oh, man, like, oh, see, look, and I want to dispel this, this nonsense right here, right? Because I keep on hearing people say this. Oh, well, Terrence Bud Crawford, he could have fought, right? He could have fought Earl Spence Jr. when he came from 140. Right? He could have went straight up to the IBF and he could have just fought Earl Spence Jr. No. That just lets me know you don't know shit about boxing. Right? When people say that, all you have to just ignore them. Right? When people say that Terrence Bud Crawford could have went straight up from the IBF and challenged Earl Spence Jr., just ignore them, right? Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know nothing about the boxing rules. They just heard Bomac said it was an easier route to go the WBO route. They don't even put it in the whole time, but context, right? Yes, it was an easier route because Terrence Crawford was super WBO champion. And he can automatically go up to the next weight and challenge and challenge the champion right off the back. He doesn't have to be a mandatory. Right? He doesn't have to be a mandatory then wait around. No, he can challenge that person immediately. Now, if he would have went to the IBF, he would have had to become the mandatory. Then he would have had to wait around for Earl Spence Jr. And we seen how many fucking mandatories Earl Spence Jr. had. 1 in 5 years. Stop playing these games, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, Earl Spence Jr. and them telling him to go and get a belt. So y'all wanted him to go behind Earl Spence Jr. and wait for Earl Spence Jr. to give him a belt. This is some clown shit. This is the type of stuff I be talking about. So y'all wanted him to go up there, become the mandatory, and then wait on Earl Spence Jr. to fulfill his mandatory. And we all know now he only fulfilled 1 mandatory in 5 years. Just say y'all don't like Crawford and y'all didn't want him to, to obtain a belt. Just say that. Just say it. Just admit it. Oh, man, because he could have went straight up to the IBF and just challenged Earl Spence Jr. Yes, and he would have became Earl Spence Jr. mandatory, and then he would have had to wait on the IBF to order a mandatory fight with Earl Spence Jr. And we already know they only ordered 1 in 5 years. And we already know they don't fucking like Crawford because they just stripped the man 3.5 months after getting the belt. Then they fuck with him at 140 when they, but when they sent him out some paperwork 3 days after he became undisputed to fight Sergey Lipinets. Clowns. Don't know nothing about boxing, just talk. This is old men too. This is older guys. This is how you know that they was looking at basketball and, they was looking at all those sports back then. They just now coming into boxing, so they think they know what they're talking about with the rules, but they haven't even read the damn rule book. Bro, it's sad. Right? Oh, man, he could have, because it came out of Bo-Mac's mouth that it was the easier route. Yeah, but you leaving out that Crawford can go straight from the 140 right up to 147 and challenge Jeff Horn. He doesn't have to become no mandatory and just wait around for Jeff Horn. No, he don't have to do that. No, he could go right up and challenge the champion. Now, could he do that in the IBF? No. He would have had to go up, have a fight, become the mandatory, then wait around for Earl Spence Jr. to fulfill the mandatory. At the same time, Earl Spence Jr., Keith Thurman, all these guys on the PBC is telling him to get a belt, and he's trying to get a belt, but Earl Spence Jr. won't fulfill the mandatory. Come on, bro. Like that's the situation that they wanted him in. That's the situation that they wanted Crawford in. Oh, man, like he said get a belt, but Spence won't fight him. So what? He got to get a belt. Spence won't fight him. Oh, man, he got to get up his pay-per-view numbers. Oh, man, he got to do this. Oh, man, he got to get up his weight. Oh, man, he got to do this. He got to do that. We already know. Y'all just dislike this man, with a passion for some apparent reason. I don't know. Y'all hate greatness. Spence told him to get a belt. Then when he got a belt, Spence decided to go on a... Yes. Yeah, but Spence, Thurman, told him to get a belt. He got a belt. Spence came out with a plan. Spence said he has a plan, and he laid out all the fighters he was going to fight. Terrence Crawford asked him at the end of him laying out all these fighters I'm going to fight. He said, Al Haymon didn't say nothing about me. He said no. So that means he was never on the plan. He was never in the plan. Terrence Crawford was never in the plan, because if he was in the plan, he would have been in the plan from the start. He was never in the plan. Then y'all saying Terrence Crawford ducking, but at the same time, Earl Spence Jr. said he want to pick up all the belts on his side of the street, but it took him 5 years to do it, 4 years to do it, 3 years, shit like whatever. Right? It took him years to do it, right? Because he having car accidents, he having, he having eye injuries, he doing this and he doing that, but it's all Terrence Crawford fault because Earl Spence Jr. got a plan. Then we get to the end of this plan, right? Like Earl Spence Jr. get in the ring. Oh yeah, Terrence Crawford, I want to come out with that motherfucking belt. All right. Then what happened a month later? This dude is at a Canelo fight, laughing, snickling, and giggling, talking about, yeah, that Terrence Crawford fight is, fine, man, but I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo. A month later. But he was serious about fighting Crawford. A month later, after he just said, Crawford, I'm coming after that motherfucking belt, he's at a DAZN fight, begging for a fight with Canelo. And y'all didn't say nothing about that. Nothing. He went to a Canelo fight to beg for the fight. He's on camera begging for the fight. Right? Trying to dodge Undisputed to fight Canelo. Downplaying Undisputed for Canelo. Right? Then Crawford get into these negotiations. Al Haymon stalling. Right? Said he had family issues. So that, man, so a whole month go by. Al Haymon finally get back to Crawford. Say, we gonna offer you nothing. You can't see nothing. You got to just take my word for it. You're not even worth seeing nothing. Right? You got to just take my word. Terrence Crawford said, hell no, fuck that. Go out, find 2 hedge companies, circle back around the block, tell Earl Spence Jr., hey, bro, I got these 2 hedge companies, homie. They trying to give us, 50 million a split. What's up? Oh, man, you got to talk to Al Haymon about that. Okay. He calls up Al. Al like, no. Al, but they know you. No, I don't want nobody to touch this fight. And you still can't see nothing. You either going to take this 0 guarantee, right? You can't see the books. You can't see nothing. Take it or leave it. You don't got nowhere to go, nigga. That's what Al told him. You don't got nowhere to go. Wow. Damn, to an undisputed, right? To an undisputed 3-division champion, 2-time lineal champion, you talking crazy to him. You gonna take this 0 guarantee, no money, nigga. You gonna take no money. And we not gonna even show you what we make on the pay-per-views. You gonna take our word for it. And these sucker dudes, they would have went for that. This is just shows you, that these guys ain't really businessmen, right? Or they just flat out lying, right? Like, which I think they was just lying because they just hate Crawford so much, right? They know better, right? Because they wouldn't take no 0 money. 0 guarantee. You don't even see what the pay-per-views do. You gonna get the money at the net end. We gonna pay you at the net end, not the gross. No, we gonna pay your ass at the fucking end, nigga. And whatever we got left over, $5-6 million, here you go. If you get that. Right? But this is what black people wanted for another black man. They were supporting this from another black man doing another black man like this. And you know, it's cool. It's cool when a black man do it to a black man, but if this was Bob Arum, if this was Bob Arum who was doing that shit to Crawford, how many races would Bob Arum be? Right? Then Crawford's so transparent, he come out and have a whole little sit down, tell us what's going on, and these niggas is still supporting Al Heyman, fucking him over. Fucking over Earl too. They still supporting Al Heyman, the man in the shadows, fucking over two black men. But they so pro-black. I don't understand this mental illness. You so pro-black, so why you don't want these black men to get paid? Terrence Crawford fans, we never said Earl shouldn't get paid. We said the fight is 50-50. Split it down the middle, give both of these brothers the same amount of money, let them both make money. We never said, but Spence, he ain't worth this. Spence ain't worth that. Oh, Spence, he ain't worth this. Spence, he ain't worth that. Y'all didn't even want Crawford to get paid. And y'all don't even want him to get paid again because y'all don't want him to fight Canelo. Me, I want him to fight Canelo just for the bag. Do I think it's a tough hill to climb? Yes. I'm not just going to say for sure he just going to go up there and beat Canelo because that's a tough hill to climb because the weight does matter. But skill-wise, I know Crawford got more skills than Canelo. He's a better fighter. The only thing I'm worried about in that fight is weight. That's it. And if he can overcome that, Canelo will be in trouble. Let's just keep it a beam. If Crawford can go up there and take his power, Canelo's going to be in trouble. And he's going to get stopped. Just like every other fighter. Yeah, like like Boots, he in trouble. Why not? Why Spence didn't want to fight him? Oh yeah. Rahman. Salute, man. Appreciate you. Don't forget that Al Heyman met with Canelo. Why? Oh yeah. Yeah, man. He met with Canelo while he got family issues. Like, come on, man. No, he was stalling. Well, no, but don't let me say that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know what's going on, in Al Heyman's personal life. I'll take that back. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in Al's personal life. Salute, baby Juju. Salute. But yeah, though, you guys, this is what's going on. Jaron Ennis can't even fight the low-level competition at the PBC right now. I want y'all to think about that. Cody Crawley doesn't bring in more money than Stanionis. He don't bring in more money than Mario Barrios. He don't bring in more money than Ugas, than Thurman. He don't bring in more money than none of these guys. Right? He don't bring in no money like that. But he still was able to say, no, I don't want that fight. Right? Like, even though it's for a title and all that. No, I don't want that fight. right? Because he's in prime position in other sanctioning bodies, right, to become a champion without even fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. Then once he become a champion, he can fight Mario Barrios in a unification. He can fight Stanionis, Keith Thurman, winner in a. Come on, this is what they gonna do, and they just gonna be, man, like watch. They gonna be doing the same thing that they was doing to Crawford, just going right around him, going right around him, right around him, right around him, right around him. And what kind of leverage does Jaron Boots Ennis have? How much money can he pay a fighter to get in the ring with him? Not that much, because he only got the damn weasel. They still loyal to this man, and he doesn't even have a platform. Right, but hopefully, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on though. I don't know if he gonna work with Al Heyman, or I don't know. I don't know if Steven Espinosa he gonna get another job doing something else or something like that. But he doesn't have a platform at this point. And Jaron Boots Ennis doesn't have no money to back him up. So it doesn't matter if you have an IBF title. It doesn't matter what the hell you have. If you don't have the money to get these guys in the ring, it doesn't matter. Right? You got to have the money to get these guys in the ring. You see what Crawford had to do with Sean Porter just to get him in the ring? Right? He had to get his man his highest payday. And he didn't have nothing to offer. Just his name, Sean Porter. I mean, come on. But Jaron Boots Ennis don't even bring in no money like that. So I'm just trying to tell people, man, it's about to be a long road ahead for Jaron Boots Ennis. It's about to be a long road ahead, unless he signed with the PBC. But if he don't sign with the PBC, he can always go to a top rank or somebody like that. You feel what I'm saying? And fight other guys, Alexis Rochas, and the other guys, right? He can fight the other guys. They won't be the super big names like that, right? He'll still get trashed for fighting them, but he will get guaranteed money, and he will be getting a bag every fight. And they will keep him more active over there. Let's just keep it a bean. Top Rank will keep you way more active than the PBC. They will. The PBC fighters, they known for staying out for 14 to 16 months. Easy. That's on the low end. 14, 16 months. Easy. They known for staying out the ring for 14 to 16 months. Right? When the last time Deontay Wilder been in the ring? 14, 16 months, something like that, right? Shit, about 14 months. Right? Now, when the last time that Keith Thurman been in the ring? Shit, almost 2 years. Right? Udanis Ugas, he was out of the ring for what? For shit, for about 16 months. Right? Like Earl Spence Jr., he was out the ring for what? For about 14, 15 months. Like, come on, bro. Like shit, like Jamal Charlo, he been out the ring for what? For 2.5 years? Jamel Charlo, he was out the ring for what? What, for 15 months? It's just like, come on, bro. Like, we know what's going on. Man, I salute Soul Probe. Salute. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Well, yeah, man. Boots in trouble. Right? I hope that the Super Boots fanatics that they don't get mad at me because I'm just speaking the truth. This is no hate. Me, I'm actually trying to put Bozy up on game. right? So he can peep out the scenery and what's going on, bro, because your son is going to have a tough time. If you don't mess with Al, it's going to be a hard time fighting his fighters. It is. Al Heyman know Boots can beat up these guys. You don't think that Al can see that? You don't think that Floyd Mayweather is, man, shit is hitting up Al like, Al, come on, bro. You know that none of these guys over here can mess with this young guy right here, right? We have to try to get him over here. Period. We have to try to get him over here on our side. Steven Espinosa, he been cool, he been loyal, he been all that. But what does Steven Espinosa, can bring to the table? Right? He's a lawyer. Shit, and we got lawyers. He's a promoter. We got those too. What? I mean, what? Nothing. Right? Because he don't got the platform Showtime no more, so we can't use him for that. So he has nothing to offer. It's nothing personal, Steven. It's business. Right? When you had the platform, we can use right in the man, but now we can help out each other. Right? When you had the platform, we can help out each other. Right? Should I can feed Boots a little bit of right? Should I can feed just imagine if Showtime was still in business through 2024, Jaron Boots in this party would have fought Cody Crawley. That fight party would have took place. You feel what I'm saying? Because you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Come on. You got the platform. Okay, I'll give you a bone. I'll feed you. I mean, right? I'll give you one of my low level, guys. Here. You giving me the platform, to put on these other fights. Now you don't have no platform. So it's like, what do I need you for? You just tagging along now. Right? Like I don't need you for nothing no more. Like what do Al Heyman need Steven Espinosa for? I want somebody to answer that. What does he need Steven Espinosa for when he can just sign Boots himself and Boots can be on the on PBC or TMT, whatever? Why does he need Steven Espinosa? He doesn't need him. And Steven Espinosa, he probably about to find out the hard way. Right? He probably about to find out the hard way. Yeah, it got loyalty up until you can't do nothing for me. Right? It's loyalty, Steven, up until you can't accommodate, what I got going on. It's only business, man. Don't take none of this personal. Right? Don't take none of this personal. But we about to offer Jerron Boots in his this, and we about to take him. Right? So either he's gonna stay with you and fall with you, right? Because according to that article, he doesn't want to sign with the PBC, Jerron Boots Ennis. So either he gonna stay on your side of the street, right, on that sinking ship, or he's gonna take what we offer him over here, and he got all these, and he got these few names over here to build up his career and unify titles. And you feel what I'm saying? Man, shit, I'm just trying to just put people on game, man. Like if it's man, like, because that's a high possibility. PBC fight once. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like Virgil got a way better resume than Boots. Salute T Gas, salute. Hold on. Oh, but wait, hold on, you guys. Yeah, man, it's damn weather changing. Okay, what you say, T Gas? Espinosa was probably behind Boost getting the IBF belt. I believe he's gonna. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure that Espinosa he pulled some little strings and stuff like that because he trying to get some leverage for Boots with you feel what I'm saying with PBC. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to entice, he's trying to entice Al Heyman to, you feel what I'm saying? Like he got a belt now, Al, and but shit, but Al got three, right? He got four other fighters that's in three other shit, like sanctioning bodies that's about to get belts. Soon as Crawford move up or Crawford move on. These other four guys, right, or five guys, like if you want to add Udanis Ugas in there again, right? Shit, man, like, and I think it's probably more, right? Like Rashidi Ellis, ain't he PBC? So yeah, man, it got six guys right there in the WBC, WBA, and the WBO. They don't even have to mess right with the IBF. They can let Jaron Ennis stay on his little island by himself and fight all those guys in the IBF because he got to fight, like one of the top 15 in the IBF. And they can just leave him on that island right there, like they left Crawford. Don't you remember that they left Crawford on the island? Man, shouldn't Crawford, he had to fight the Benavideses, he had to fight the Cavalaskis and, the Amir Khans, the Brooks, and that's because the PBC left Crawford on the island. They was blackballing him out of, you feel what I'm saying, out of getting good fights with their fighters. But the difference is Crawford had a Khan. You feel what I'm saying? Like Amir Khan, he got a name, a little name. It has, it has dwindled, a lot, but it's still the name, Hall of Famer. Right? He got Brooke. Right? He got a Sean Porter. Right? But who do Boots got? And who is Boots gonna have? Right? If he don't get a Keith Thurman, a Stanionis, a Mario Barrios, a Cody Crawley, or Rashidi Ellis, something like that, who has he fought at 147? This is just the writing on the wall. Who has he fought at 147 if he don't get none of those names? He ain't fought nobody. Right? So he's in a cold situation right now. And he better make a decision quick. Right? He better make a decision quick because once those PBC fighters get those belts, oh my God. Oh my God. Watch, man. Man, and I want the PBC fanboys, right? The guys, but all the people who had all this energy for Crawford, oh man, he need to sign with the PBC. He need to do this. He need to do this. See, look, in my opinion, I think Jaron Ennis should do his own thing. This is just my opinion, right? Because I want the young man to get paid. I want him to get the bag. That's just my opinion. Hey, I want him to get the bag. And I also want him to get the names. But I know, from past history, we didn't seen this movie before. I know from past history, Al Heyman ain't gonna fuck with him unless he fucks with Al Heyman. Period. That's just what it is. That's just how it is with Al. Yeah. Man, we already know how Al get down. Just because he don't show his face. Oh, Al don't show his face. No, we can tell by his actions, by the shit he making happen out here that Al is a snake in the grass. Just like Bob Arum, just like Eddie Hearn, just like De La Hoya, just like Mayweather, all these guys who then turned into promoters. Yeah, yeah, Mayweather. Yeah, yeah, Mayweather. Right? Because he don't get excluded from this, from this argument either. I mean, come on. Boots and his team sat and waited on that belt because they knew giving to him some sucker shit could sell. Oh yeah, like like what they did was some straight sucker behavior. Salute Eric G from H Town. Salute. Oh yeah, man. They knew the belt was coming. They did this on sneaky shit, behind the scenes. Okay, and now they think since they got a belt, see, they did this sneaky shit behind the scenes, and now they think, okay, now we got a belt now. They gonna fight us. They gonna do this. Man, like you feel what I'm saying? Like they go, no, they not. No, they not. Unless you sign with the PBC, you're not getting nobody. Al Heyman just showed you that. Right? Like everything was fine with the Cody Crawley fight up until the last minute. This is what Bozy said. But everything was fine up until the last minute. Then he just pulled out. He didn't say nothing about the money. He didn't say nothing about nothing. He just pulled out of the fight. Right? Like Cody Crawley now, he wasn't upset with the money. No, he would take the money. But somebody said something to him. Like Bozy said, like, yeah, like somebody told him something about boots. Exactly. Who is that somebody? We all know who the somebody is. Right? You get that phone call from Al. Al be like, oh, okay, well, about, oh, okay, how much was they offering you? Okay, 300K. I'll give you 150, and you just avoid that fight, and you just wait on, like you just wait on this other little stuff that I got set up for you. Okay, Al. Right? But what Cody Crawley gonna do? Say no to Al Heyman? Go and fight Jaron Boots Ennis, and now his ass is on the show for the another man for the next 3 years? Is you think Cody Crawley gonna say no, Al? No, Al. When he at the bottom of the totem pole of the PBC? Hell no. No, he gonna go along with the plan, right? And they gonna make this happen, man. Come on, man. And Jaron Boots Ennis better get smart very fast. You better make a decision. Either you want the bag, you ain't gonna fight no good competition. If you go other places, if you shop yourself around, okay, the competition is not gonna be up to the level of, that we want you to fight, right? You're gonna get criticized like shit, all that. You feel what I'm saying? But you gonna make a bag. You gonna make a bag, right? Because you could jump from different, you feel what I'm saying? You could jump from different networks, different. Right, but if you come over here to the PBC, Al Heyman is probably gonna treat you how he treated Terrence Bud Crawford. Right, because he know you a threat to the organization, and he's gonna make you sign a long-term deal. If you don't want to sign a long-term deal with the PBC, you're gonna get treated exactly like Crawford. Exactly like Crawford. You're gonna get treated probably even worse than Crawford. You know why? Because you don't got no backup. You don't got no top rank. You don't got Bob Arum who got connections behind you. You got the Weasel, Stephen Espinosa. Stephen Espinosa don't got more money than Bob. Stephen Espinosa, shit, I don't think he got more money than Al. He don't got more money than Al. Shit, he probably don't got more money than the shit than Eddie. Bozy on a video earlier this year saying that Spence was going to get stripped by the IBF. He also said, I don't care. care how we get the belt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he had said that. Yeah, like I don't care how we get the belt. Now they said, oh yeah, like like, I would rather fight for it. No, you just said you didn't care how you get the belt. Now you changing your energy because you see the backlash. See, this is what I be saying. Don't change your energy. You said it doesn't matter how we get the title. Now you got the title on some snake shit. Now you're getting criticized. Now you're trying to come out, oh man, like we would have rather fought for it, and you would have rather fought for it. Okay, so why you just didn't wait around? You've been waiting this long. Just because you got a belt ain't gonna make the PBC guys want to fight you. I hope you don't think that. Unless you go to Al, man. Like, just mark my words though, you guys, man. Like I'm gonna leave it right there. Man, I'm gonna let y'all want to cook on something else. Like we gonna cook on that Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos fight. Probably this afternoon, man, because that fight coming up next week, ain't it? Yeah, so we gonna cook on that fight, man, because that should be a good entertaining fight. But hope Shakur is not overlooking that man and just thinking he just gonna go up in there and you feel what I'm saying. But Edwin De Los Santos though, he don't, like he gets out of shape, so I think that's gonna be his downfall in the fight. Stamina issue, right? He gonna get tired. That's what I think. For Mama Linda, salute. Wait, we going bill collector. Fight or get out the way. Man, like, all right, he can stay with Steven Espinosa, man. Like, he can stay with Steven Espinosa, but what is Steven Espinosa go? I mean, like, what is he going to get him? If Al Heyman gets like, let's just say Al Heyman signs to Netflix or he signs to Amazon Prime. He has another budget behind him and all this stuff. What good is Steven Espinosa, to Al Heyman at that point? Nothing. Al Heyman don't need Steven Espinosa, right? Shit, especially if he got a budget from Netflix or from Amazon. Right? You feel what I'm saying? So Steven Espinosa, he gonna have to either make some stuff happen with Jaron Ennis and try to finesse, but and try to finesse Jaron Ennis in some type of contract or something like that where he can get some money out of the deal with like while Jaron Ennis is working with the PBC, something like that. That's the only thing I can see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because other than that, Al Heyman can say, hey, he could call up, he could call up Bozy. Hey, Bozy, what you gonna do? Man, and we got this, and we gonna give your son $7 million for a 3-fight deal. Right? We're gonna give him $7 million for a 3-fight deal. Then you come on over here, you feel what I'm saying? And what could Steven Espinosa do? Nothing. He don't got no paperwork with them. Nothing. But yeah, though, you guys. But let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys rocking out with your boy for almost an hour. Y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon so y'all can be notified. Just remember, when you hear somebody say, "Oh well, Terrence Crawford, he could have went the IBF route and fought Earl Spence Jr." Just tell them you don't know shit about boxing, right? You don't know nothing about boxing. Just stop talking about the sport. Go back to the sport you came from, and then everything will be fine. But boxing is not the sport you should be talking about, right? And I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate every last one of you guys for coming through. Hit that like, subscribe, bell icon so y'all can be notified. This OD Low TV. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.